Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. Today we are going to revise our topic subject and verb agreement. Now, before that, we'll recall what a sentence is. Sentence is a group of words, and which two main things that a sentence must have. Number one is subject, and number two is verb. Now, what is a subject? A subject is a person or a thing that is being discussed, described, or dealt with in a sentence. And verbs, as you all know, are the action action words. And there is another form of verb that is there in a sentence which helps the verb to give it a complete meaning. And those are helping verbs. Now, what are helping verbs? As I have mentioned earlier, helping verbs basically help the main verb. What are some examples of helping verbs? Some example of helping verbs are was, were, is, am, are, has, have, had, right? Now let me give you some examples. Number one, the boy was worried. Here the boy is a subject and was is a verb. The teacher was very strict. The teacher over here is a subject and was again is a verb. Number three, Ali is going to market. Ali is a subject and is over here is again a verb. Now moving forward, when the subject is singular, we must use a singular form of verb with it. Rule number 2. When the subject is singular, we must add s or es with the verb, right? Now, let me give you some example of Ali is going to school. Now, in Ali is a subject. Is a singular form of verb. We use is with singular nouns, with he, she, it, and singular nouns. So we have put here is. So Ali is a subject and is a singular noun. Now another example, the dog chases the cat. The dog over here is a singular subject and chases over here is a verb, but we have added s with it. Why? Because the dog was singular, and when the subject is singular, I've mentioned earlier, we add s or es with its verb, whatever is required according to the situation. Number 2, Ali goes to the school. Ali over here is a subject and Ali singular. Goes over here is a verb. We have added es because since Ali was singular, so we had to add es with it according to its rule. Now number 3, one of the girls reads very well. Now one is basically the girl, one single girl out of many girls. Over here girls are plural, and out of those, one girl reads very well. That is why we have added s with its verb, right? Because out of so many girls, only one reads very well. So we have added s. Now, when the subject is plural, we must use the plural form of verb with it. Number 2 rule. When the subject is plural, we must not add s or es with the verb. Now let me give you some examples. Number 1, the children are in the library. The children over here again is a subject and it's in plural form. So we have added here the plural form of verb, that is are. Number 2, the teachers do their work efficiently. The teachers again are in plural form, so we haven't added any s or es with its verb. Moving forward, the girls and the boys solve the mystery. Now over here, the girls and the boys. The girls are basically subject 1 and boys subject 2. And they both are in plural form. So we didn't add any s or es, right, with its verb. Now, some example of more singular nouns. A butterfly flies. Butterfly over here is a singular subject, so we have added es with its verb. Number 2, a baby cries. Baby over here is a singular subject, so we have again added es with its verb. Now, a frog hopes. A frog over here is a singular subject, so we have added s with it. Now some plural noun examples. Children study. Children over here is a plural subject, so we didn't put any s or es with its verb. Number 2, babies cry. Again, babies are in plural form, so then no addition of s or es with its verb. Jane and Tina jump. Now over here, Jane is subject 1 and Tina is subject 2. So they both are completely making plural, right? Plural form of subject. The subjects are in plural form. So we didn't add any s or es with its verb. Now, the use of was were. Where do we use was in a past tense and also were? We use was with he, she, it, singular and noun. And were you, they, we, and plural noun as well, right? Like he was going to school, she was very upset, it was very dirty, I saw a car, it was very dirty, right? Then some examples for were. You were asleep when the guests came. Number 2, for they were going to market. Number 3, for were, we were planning a party, right? And some plural noun example, the children were very afraid, right? And am is the only helping verb, so we use am with I. Now comes has, have, and had. We use has and have for present tense. For present tenses, has we use for all the singular subjects, and have we use for all the plural. But let's see, he, she, it, and singular noun, we use has with all of these. And I, you, they, we, and plural noun, we use have with all of these. And for past tenses, we use had for I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and singular noun and plural noun. Now, do, does, and did. Do and does again for present tenses, and did for past. So do, I, you, we, they, and plural noun, we use do with all of these. And does, he, she, it, and singular noun with all of these. And for past tenses, we use I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and singular noun. Like for example, I do my homework on time. You, we, they. So for all of these, it goes the same, right? I hope you all understood. Thank you. That's it.